Hello, Jason Woodard here. Today I'm going to talk to you about sharpening swords. I've been asked to do a review on how to sharpen swords properly for quite a while, and I've just never gotten around to it. So today I'm going to show you how to sharpen a sword safely. You're going to need a few things. One, a good sturdy vise. You're going to need a cloth to protect the sword from getting marked up from the pinching of the vise. You are definitely going to need leather gloves. Wear gloves at all times when you sharpen a sword. And it doesn't hurt to wear safety glasses. You never know what can happen. One of the main reasons for wearing gloves is I almost cut this finger off 2 years ago while sharpening a sword when I put too much weight on it and the guard broke. Do a half stroke on a sword that was about 30% of the way sharp. As quick as I am, I couldn't get my finger back in time, and it got me good. I almost lost this finger, but thank goodness for super glue. So always wear leather gloves whenever you're going to sharpen a sword. You're going to need leather gloves. You're going to need an AccuSharp. This is a device you can get at almost any hardware store, and they have tungsten steel bits that actually strip the metal down easily. This is a very efficient way to sharpen a sword, even if it's like this. This is my Guardian design, and this is made out of Damascus steel, which is extremely hard. But the tungsten does it with a little more effort. You can expect to spend about 35 to 40 minutes on every sword if you stay with it. I personally find a lot of gratification in sharpening my own weapons, all of them. I have many that are not sharpened, but I have many that are sharp. And there is a such thing as too sharp. But an AccuSharp does just about the right job. There's many different brands. This is one. You can usually sharpen 2 swords, both sides, out of one before you need to either change the bits or buy another one. And for $5 to $8, that's not too bad of a deal. So what you want to do when you're sharpening the sword is you're going to lay it up. You're going to make sure that you're level with the blade as you go down, and you just stroke back like this. You don't have to put too much weight on it, and you can feel it taking the metal off. You can expect to spend probably 15 to 20 minutes on every side. And you just kind of go by feel. In the end, you'll know when it's sharp enough. When it starts to feel like it's got a little bit of a bite, you can tell that you're just about there, and you can actually look and see sometimes where the edge is. But I like my swords pretty sharp for testing and reviewing. So this sword is just about done. Just remember to absolutely focus on about the same amount of weight and pressure when you're sharpening the sword. So you want to do that on both sides, and sometimes you might want to change it up and come down here to the end. Just like that. You want to do both sides. After you've done this and you've got to the sharpness which you desire, you can take sandpaper. I like to start out with a 1000 grit sandpaper, cut into 2-inch squares, and go down the edge. I'll use a little honing oil or any kind of oil will work on the sandpaper. And you would just go down the edge like this, you know, all the way down. But again, wear gloves while you're doing that. And then I like to go to a 1200 grit sandpaper. After I've gone 1000, 1200 is plenty. There is 2000 grit sandpaper and higher, but you really don't need all that. That's just too sharp. That's razor sharp. Meaning if you dink something hard with it, you can damage the blade. Believe me, this is sharp enough with an AccuSharp. So once you've gotten the desired sharpness you want, you are ready to test or review your sword however you like. But this is my Guardian design, and it is pretty sharp. It being Damascus, it took a little bit harder. It was a little bit harder to get the edge on it. This is my Carpathian. This is 1095 steel. This seems to go a little bit quicker on the sharpening, but the AccuSharp is really a good way to sharpen swords in a safe way. Just remember, always wear gloves when you're sharpening, and goggles don't hurt. And just stay focused on what you're doing and try to keep as much weight and balance down the blade with every stroke as you can, and you should be able to sharpen your own sword in about 40 minutes or so, and you'll be greatly satisfied at doing it yourself. So I hope that helps out everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Enjoy my videos, and if you'd like to, subscribe. Feel free to share this video with anyone. Thank you. Bye.